This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri. Some time ago, I was made aware by my Aunt Stephanie that some home videos existed of my grandpa in the late 80s talking about farming and doing some farming. And I watched them like 2 years ago. They were awesome, but for a while I kind of forgot about it and wasn't quite sure how to format everything to make it work with iMovie and flow through the devices, because they were VHS tapes that got converted into CDs that I had to screen record on a computer, and there's a lot of steps involved versus what I normally do. But here's the videos, and I'm gonna do some commentary mixed in there as well to kind of make things feel a little bit better. But I hope that you guys enjoy this. I almost forgot, there's some additional prefacing that's needed for this video. So if you notice, it's like he's talking to someone on the video. And that's because in 1998 or 1988, Grandpa got this video camera, and his brother-in-law, Lester, who's from Lebanon, or down there, the South, he farmed around Lebanon. He had some like creek bottom fields that he grew corn in, but nothing like we have here at the time. So these videos were actually made for somebody, and that's why it sounds like he's talking to someone.
I thought I'd shoot a little footage here of the farmstead, since it appears no one's going to come up this way to see me. This here's our pond down there. We just got through planting some trees on it this morning around the bank. Just an old building. There's a chisel plow. This old barn here we're going to renovate. Big old silo there beside it, but I'm going to renovate this barn here and make it into a machine storage. I'm going to paint all these old buildings here sometime yet this spring. That's my little tractor sitting there. Well, everyone's getting ready to leave. Here, shoot a little footage of this machinery for benefit. There's my big tractor. That dozer blade on the front will do an awful lot of dirt work with that thing. And some more equipment sitting in there. Combine sitting back there too, inside that shed. This is an old disc chisel outfit. Field cultivator set. The sidewinder here is what I use to plant with. I shot on my smaller tractor. That's a 32-foot wide field cultivator there. It lets me get over a lot of ground in a hurry. I'm going to tear this old shed down. I want to get this barn renovated over here. Right now I'm using it to store one of my trucks in here. There's another one of my tandem twin screw trucks. Haul 600 bushel apiece on these trucks. Garage here I use as a shop. Charlotte never did get the front of that thing painted. She painted another little building out there, but she didn't get to my shop. Well, here's my old Dodge pickup truck. 141,000 miles on that old truck now. And here's my new one. I've already got over 3,000 miles on it. I farm that place right over here too, across the highway over there. Wheat field over there. Looks a little hazy off in the distance. I farm that place right over there too, where that old big house sits. And of course everything here in between. Yeah. She's not too much younger than Mark. Mark was just a pup when we got her. Yeah, set out those shade trees, a couple of shade trees, some apple trees, and cherry trees there last fall. Yeah, there's another shot of my truck. Don't want to bore you to death with that. A little better picture out here in this bright sunlight this morning. There's the sale barn over there. Awfully close, but I don't have any cattle anymore. A couple little trees that set out again last fall, blue spruce. Here we are just right across the highway from the MFA exchange. Get it in there close enough, see that? Marion County MFA exchange. Here, I live this close to it and I don't do any business over there, very little. I do my business with the Farmers Co-op up at Palmyra. Since I'm on the board there, I feel like I have to do business there. Besides that, it's the best place anyway. There's a boys' basketball net. Well, so much for this little show. We'll close it off here and head on down south now.
What am I going to do?
Well, you're going to have to take it off. That's enough, Mark. Let's go ahead and get this on. So
I just want to look at him in the water. Let him have one look at him, boy. No.
Sure would like to know when this thing's going to quit, Mark. Let's totally know.
Okay, Mark.
across the wheat field up there. This field here has got 62 acres of wheat in it. It appears to be making somewhere in the area of 60, a little better than 60 bushel. Not the best, but not the worst. At $4 a bushel, still make a little money at 60 bushel. See how fast we're proceeding here. Well, we're clipping along about 4 miles an hour. You got a shot of that. This little gas over here shows me several different functions. Always engine RPM, the cylinder RPM. Shows me how much fuel I got. All this, these gizmos up here, all show me when something malfunctions. Here's my little efficiency meter monitor right here. Got an apparatus on the back that tells me if I'm losing any grain out the back. And this here's the meter that gives me a relative indication of how much I'm losing. As long as it's in the green or yellow, I'm alright. If it gets into red, I need to slow down. Gotta hustle along here. I'd like to cut about 70 acres yet. Get 70 acres cut today. Still got quite a bit to go to get that far. Shut very good there, Mark.
Wait a second.
Some soybeans growing over there at the edge of the wheat. Sitting up there waiting on us. I'll take a little look here and show you how bad everything looks up here in the North Country. Some of this corn out here has really been hurt bad. There's one of my little trees. I'll walk over there a little bit closer and take a spins. Well, you can see up here, we don't have any fences, just use corn for the fence next to the yard. There is some decent ears in some of that. And some of it's not. Patch. Oh, I guess I got about 75 plants in there. It's a Charlotte's garden. Some of it's done pretty good and some of it hasn't. There next to the shed, pretty good little garden spot it appears to be. Punch this thing off. I think the film seemed to do a little better with this backlight apparatus on. Been doing some disking. Wheat stubble, it's that time of the year. Busy time around here. Well, here's the soybeans. Well, there's Mark's martin house. Had quite a few martins around here this year. Well, here we are, preparing to leave. It's getting about that time of the afternoon. I guess we better be getting on out of here, too. Oh, there's my new truck. I finally got around to putting some new wheels on it. I guess I better cut this off and prepare to head south.
Market Oak. Oh, she said.
We're sitting up in front of the house. Dad's playing games. Have a field of corn on the other side. Keep on running. There's Dad. Going back this way.
As well. So if you have a joke for us, give us a call at 816.
To little photography. I had to run in and recharge the battery for just a little bit. Oh, not too bad looking field of beans. Should have been through some rough times this year with all the rain beating the ground down. You can see the beans just sitting on pods. Got quite a ways to go. Apple crop here. Yeah, let's see, we got 4 apples. Stand of asparagus. That's the kind of a big sea of asparagus here. Produced very well just for being in here only a year. Well, this is the 2nd year it's actually been growing. So next year I expect quite a bit of production on it. Right here in the very corner of the yard. Backside of the house. Well, that little old white pine just looks like it's completely died on me. Have to replace it now with a bean field looking back to the west. One of my storage sheds here. Well, Panoramic, I got a spot over there I got to clean up yet. Y'all see how kind of some of my junk looks back out here. Another spot I got to burn up yet and haul a bunch of stuff off. Latest tractor got a flat tire on it. Mowing some road banks there the other day, and I think I ran over a thorn or a piece of glass or something. Cornfield. Go over and take corn. Looks awfully good this year. Them 2 real nice ears on that stalk. And there's a lot of stalks out there. Any place where it's a little bit thin, they've got 2 ears on them this year. Just real good corn. You can see how the corn is filled out right to the very end this year. Well, I came over and climbed up on the tractor tire so I can look out over the top of the cornfield. There's another one of the places I farm way over there where that old house is at. One of the wheat fields back there tilled up. Right over there is another one of my bean fields. Cornfield over there. There's one of the wheat fields. The sun quite a bit. There's a pond down there, a bean field on the back side. Cornfield back over that way. A little windy around here today.
Here, there's only a few things left from that period of time. There is a bald cypress tree, and until 2021 or 20, the shed right there, we called it the oil shed, where he parked his pickup and the grain truck, that was up. That was in a few videos early on, but it's now gone. And out in the middle of the barn lot is where the pole was stationed, and the silo and that other barn are where the sprayer is located now. The garden that he was talking about is right there where the chicken area, now the wildflowers, is located. Of course, Grandpa panned around to his animals and gave them some attention too. The dog and the cat, which apparently was, at that point in time, was just about as old as my dad. I can remember using the two-car garage as the shop, and I can vaguely remember before the concrete slab was a thing. So that shop, the two-car garage, stood right here. This concrete slab was poured, I don't know, 15 to 18 years ago, and it's not much, but it was a lot better than gravel, which is what we had before. And the grain bin and the half of a Pepsi truck, that was located right over here where the water puddles are. And there was also a little hog hut that sat here. And then the two-car garage was right here where I'm standing. And then there's two fuel barrels here. The sale barn looks the same, except now there's another horse building in the way. And the garden shed is gone, but now we have a chicken house. And that bench is in the video somewhere, as is that propane tank and the green tank from the bottom.
Cornfield. I know many won't appreciate this as much, maybe as much as you will. You see real nice ears on virtually all these stalks. Potential here for probably 150 bushel corn this year.
Where Grandpa is shelling corn, he's actually shelling corn down the hill in the creek bottom that is right along Highway 24. And that's a pretty good piece of dirt. He tiled it out some time ago and took care of the seepiness. And since then, it always produces pretty well.
Shooting in the sun, there's nothing. So, look at it. This field's been done already. See all this.
Bushel corn. This is my entry in the National Corn Growers Contest. It officially measured out at 199 bushel. It should be one of the top entries in the state, at least. I'm sure it won't get that far on the national level, but it should be one of the top entries in the state. thought we better get this on camera because it's not every day you see 200 bushel corn. Like the better the corn, the better this combine does at harvesting it too. It gets a little better up this end of the field. It's probably running well over 200 bushel in here. Starting to pull the machine down a little in here. The only problem with this corn is I don't have enough of it. Right down here next to old Barrett Creek. Yeah. Hello. What do you think, Mark? You want to run the combine here a little? Yeah. Huh? I don't know about that. Get you trained on operating this machine so I can go to the house and sit in an easy chair. Probably got about enough.
Look at my candy, Mom.
See, look at that. How much I paid for
Look
that?
at my candy.
Hey, there's something.
After watching that video, I was inspired to get out some of my 80s stuff and show it to you guys. It's a Goldinger R50 toy. Pretty similar to the R50 that Grandpa had in the video. Editor's note, R5, not R50. And also, Grandpa gifted this to me a couple years ago. It's a belt buckle that he got when he bought the 4850 that has the blade on it. It's pictured in the video. See, 1982. And he gave this to me. And sometimes I wear it, but usually this one stays in the drawer. Here's some more 80s cool stuff. Electrical systems, air conditioning. Looking through some more 80s stuff. I actually have this set of wrenches. Actually, this is 70s, but all the same. Some John Deere stuff that I have. Got radio scripts, how to plan for TV advertising. There's some shots of the whole family in this video, which includes my dad, who is Mark, my Uncle Todd, and my Aunt Stephanie, who is the one that got me these videos. So thanks, Aunt Stephanie, you rock. My grandma Goldinger is also in some of the shots there, especially with the fish. I included some funny shots in there, like the catfish and the cats and the dog. Just made me laugh a little bit seeing that, knowing that I do some similar things in my videos now in 2025. So it appears that my dad in 1989 and in 2025 both was kind of a quiet guy. Dad was the one who did the videoing when Grandpa was not behind the camera. But this is one of those big old, like, on your shoulder kind of cameras, and I'm glad that my grandpa chose to make these videos many years ago so that I can now bring them to you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So take care.